Hello, YouTube friends. Ashley here with Crazy Brave Homeschool. I haven't shot a video in a minute. We've been really busy, and I figured I've got to get an end of the year wrap up out there on my channel as we wrap up our first official year of homeschooling, my first grader. So my daughter is going to be 7 this summer and going into 2nd grade. And my son is starting TK in the fall. TK is like right after pre-K, but before kindergarten in California. So I thought I would check in with you guys and let you know kind of where we're at with our homeschool, what curriculum we're wrapping up, what just like our ultimate favorites were from this year. And we tried a lot. And then, yeah, I'll just sort of recap like what really didn't work out and where we're at. So welcome back to Crazy Brave Homeschool, and let's get started. So let's start with math. I've mentioned this before. We unschooled my daughter's kindergarten year, so I didn't bring in any kind of curriculum for her at all. We just did a lot of natural learning, and it was a great year. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do for math for 1st grade, considering she hadn't done any formal math yet. So I decided to do 2 different programs. One was a 1st grade program and one was a kindergarten. My original plan was to use Charlotte Mason just solely. This is a 1st grade program, but then when I found that the hand-me-down that we had of Right Start was actually a really awesome program. We got this from some friends, and how different these 2 were, I really thought it would benefit her to use both. And in the end, I am glad that we did. They were both 2 really different styles and both had their pros and cons. I'm not going to go over all of that, but what I will say is that we won't be using Charlotte Mason again for 2nd grade. I really did love the simplicity of this book and the simplicity of the manipulatives involved. And we are almost done. We've gotten through most of it and are just on the last, I don't know, maybe 25 pages here. So we will finish this up next month and then be done with Charlotte Mason. Will I use this for my son? I might. We'll see what his sort of style is with math, but I'm thinking we're going to be moving on from Charlotte Mason and sticking with Right Start. This was such a great program. I just love it. I love it so much. It's game-based, but it's also like, even if you chose not to play the games, we haven't done that for every lesson. This program just has so many activities in it because of all of the different manipulatives that come with it. So it's a spendy program, but so far, I mean, it was a hand-me-down, so I feel really grateful for that. But if I were to buy this, I wouldn't have been disappointed. The abacus, this abacus, I'm not going to show it to you, but it's an abacus, comes with the program. My daughter loves it. It has helped her with her adding and subtracting so much. We just love, oh, here it is. We just love the abacus. I love everything about this program, and it's super user-friendly, and like, I feel like I don't have to do a lot of like mind work or prep, you know, to wrap my head around the next lesson. It's just very open and go. If your manipulatives are organized, I think that's a big part of it, part of its success. But we are going to be, so we started this later in the year, so we are only, I don't know, like 2/3 of the way through lesson 84, and we have 128 lessons. So we're going to continue working on this throughout the summer, and then we'll be on to level B starting at the beginning of 2nd grade, which is technically a 1st grade program. So I'm really hoping that we kind of fly through it and can get on to level C. But if not, whatever, it's fine. This has been awesome. So this has been a favorite for sure. There has really been no pushback on math with her at all. She's a whiz, and I really attribute a lot of that to this program. So I'm excited to continue on with Right Start. Okay, another favorite, and this is sort of a random one. I know in a few videos back I was like, I keep buying curriculum and I don't know how I'm going to fit in some of this like enrichment stuff, but this has been one of our favorite curricula this year. The picture study from Simply Charlotte Mason. We just finished up the Monet program here package, and we have the pictures up on our schoolroom wall. So we have been looking at them all year round. We're actually about to tie in the painting of the lily pads with our science this week. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this. And this has been really fun. And honestly, we only do it once a week. It takes like 5, maybe 10 minutes to discuss a piece of art. And then we just get to look at it for the rest of the school year. Or I don't know, I think I'll probably do like two of these a year. We're going to do Van Gogh next. And I've really loved it. We'll review, like we did a little review of the paintings. I asked her some questions and she did great at the review. I love knowing that when she sees this guy's face and she sees these paintings, she's going to put them together. She's going to remember that we learned about these. She's going to have an opinion about it. I think it's just awesome. So loving the Simply Charlotte Mason picture study. We are sticking with this next year for sure. Okay, another favorite. And I have been a broken record on this, so I'm not going to get super into it. The American Girl History from Little School of Smiths. We've been doing this since January obsessively. Like, we've stuck to the curriculum. We've done one girl a month. We've read so many books. I mean, she's not reading on her own yet, but I'm reading these to her, these little chapter books. We read this entire one, Meet Addie, in one day yesterday, from start to finish. She hasn't loved Every Girl as much, but this program and then all of the activities in it is just awesome. I'm going to do a full review on this. I really wanted to get it out soon. I'm going to do a full review of this program and just show all of like the really cool handiwork activities, so much creativity in this curriculum. I'm really going to consider Little School of Smiths for more of their materials. I know they have a whole U.S. history curriculum. I don't know how similar it would be to this, so we probably won't do it yet, but I am going to shed a tear when this is all done because this has been so much fun for her. And again, full review of this program coming soon. Are you going to hang out in here? Okay, and then another one that I've been really happy with so far, first language lessons. So we just started this a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. We're on lesson 13. I've only been doing 2 lessons a week. So this is a really gentle introduction to grammar and first language lessons for the well-trained mind. I think that I mentioned this maybe in a past video that we were just going to start it and I didn't really know what to expect. But I really liked it. I love that it is scripted, that the lessons are short. My daughter seems to be like an auditory learner and is doing really well with the memorization work in this. And it's just like, we just get to cozy up and like do a page together and it's just gentle and simple and no frills. I'm really finding, I am a creative person, but I'm really finding that all of the manipulatives and the frills and stuff of some of the programs, not all of them, but some of them, it's just a little much and it has to be worth it, you know? So this, I love that I can just open this book up and do a lesson with my child. So far so good. We are going to probably put this down for the summer and then pick it up again in the fall. We'll see. All right. Science, as a lot of you know who follow me, was a flop this year in terms of our Blossom and Root curriculum. And I've mentioned this too a few times, so I'm not going to go on and on. But one of our favorite programs we did this year were the book seeds issues from Blossom and Root. So we chose their first grade science bundle of book seeds. And then I have additionally purchased more of them. You can purchase them individually, which is great. So I think I did like the summer solstice, the winter solstice. I did 2 pond units. and their whole first grade bundle. So we've been doing these sporadically, sprinkled in throughout the year. They always pair the issue with a book. This is Over and Under the Pond that we are starting tomorrow. We'll just do it like for 2 days. We don't really do it for the full week or 2 weeks that they, yeah, just 2 days. And there's a lot of fun activities in this. So this is a really fun science program that would be supplemental to probably more of a full-time science program. But I'm just putting this out there for anyone who has not heard of Book Seeds from Blossom and Root. They're awesome. All right, now kind of quickly diving into what did not work super, super well for us this year so far. There's a couple of programs that I'm still like fingers crossed about that we get into. One of which really surprised me. So Words I Can Build by Simply Charlotte Mason. We tried their first level, which was, it's just letters and sounds. We did that at the beginning of the school year, and then she had all of her letters down by like December, January, and that program was great. It was all game-based. It was super hands-on, a lot of play. So then I thought, okay, perfect. We're going to go into level 2, Words I Can Build. We are a third of the way through this program. We got to lesson 33, and I put it down. This is a very gentle way. This is a really gentle way to introduce word blending to your child, but I was finding a couple of things. I think that the games and the activities that they pair with each of the lessons was a little too distracting. I'm realizing that learning how to read is really hard, and she's trying very hard, but is definitely not coming as easily as like her math or her history. It's been a challenge, and she's still young, you know, she's like a really young first grader. So I'm trying to be gentle, but the games and stuff were just like distracting. So, also there isn't any kind of like hand holding with like helping your child sound out the words. Like I've just never taught reading before. So I'm just using like my own instincts, and that's fine. But, I am finding that there are some sort of, you know, like, philosophies behind teaching reading, and I don't feel that this has one, or it's not giving me any kind of instruction. So not to say this won't work for my son. We'll hold on to it and we'll see. But I just decided, I was like, maybe we'll get all about reading, right? I've heard great things. But again, it has so many parts to it. And I'm just kind of getting like between the Right Start Math stuff, which we love. It's just a lot of stuff between all of the stuff required with this. I just wanted something really simple where I could sit on the couch with my daughter and just teach her how to read. So I got this. Teach your child how to read in 100 easy lessons. We just started this week. We're on lesson 3 tomorrow. And so far, so good. I mean, obviously, we're brand new with this. I have no idea how it's going to go. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos about this program, pros and cons. I think for my daughter, though, having just a very, like, intimate, one-on-one, cozy, kind of the same thing as, like, the grammar with this. I feel like these are kind of really similar. Just being able to cozy up next to each other and do these lessons together without all the frills of the activities and the cards and the letters and everything might be really good for us, because she just needs to focus. And this, I mean, like, it's dry. It's kind of boring, but I kind of love it. And it's just black and white. It has the script in red for the parent, which I love. I never thought that I would be the type of homeschool mom to just get a big, fat, boring book to teach my kid how to read, but I'm realizing that I am, and so far, like, this is totally working for me. So fingers crossed, we're going to work on this all summer. I would love to do 3 to 5 lessons a week and really kind of get her to a place by the beginning of 2nd grade where she is reading a bit on her own. But 33 lessons of this, and she's nowhere near. Like, I honestly just feel like she's made so little progress with where she should be at by lesson 33. So a little bit of hand holding. I'm really excited. Okay, that's our plan for that. A program that I was really hoping to love, and I just don't think I do, is Beautiful Feet US Geography. We're taking this slow. We're only doing one lesson a week. We started in January and we are on lesson 14. There's a lot of books and stuff that goes with this. Like every single lesson is like, so for each lesson with this, it just requires like, I don't know, like 4 different books, and then the big world map or the big US map that you color. And then there's like links to maybe videos or articles, or recipes. There is just a lot. And I know that you can pick and choose what you want from it, and that's essentially what we're doing. But it's really just kind of, there's too much. I feel like this would be so good for like maybe a 10 or a 12-year-old. But for my 6-year-old, I don't know, it's just not working for us. We're going to keep going. We're going to finish it. It's a big, beautiful, expensive program. I think that the colored world, I keep saying world, the colored US map is cool. And it's going to be really neat when we're finished with that and we can put it up and she can see all her hard work. You know, that part, she doesn't get very excited about it, but it's not terrible. Just watercoloring in the states, and then we'll label them. We have been using the vocabulary out of this, and then we have like a narration notebook. She'll draw a picture of whatever the vocabulary word is, like cove or bay or waterfall, and then we'll write the definition. So I think that'll be a good resource for her to have just moving forward in her homeschool journey. But the big thing too that really bugs me about this is that we have been reading the same picture book for 13 weeks, and that's actually following the curriculum. The first picture book is Grandma Gatewood Hikes the Appalachian Trail, and you're just supposed to read like a couple pages out of this picture book every week or every lesson. And my kids are so sick of this book because I've been pulling it out for 13 weeks, and usually we'll read a picture book in like one sitting. So that part is not working out super well. But do I love that this is a lit-based program? Yeah, I think that's great. We love reading, and I'm really hoping that some of the titles that we're going to get to soon here will be really great. But all in all, not working. Not working. Okay. Another program that I really had high hopes for, we're going to keep going, but hasn't been super exciting for the kids, is Artistic Pursuits. First couple lessons went well with us. We are about a quarter of the way through on lesson 9. And I feel like the instruction for the actual art project is maybe lacking a bit. This didn't come with a CD, which I think would have been helpful to get one of their programs that comes with the instruction on the CD, the DVD. They do get excited when I pull out the art supplies that comes with this, though you have to buy them separate, but the ones that they require for the program, because they're new and we don't use them any other time. So that's sort of been a good thing. But all in all, yeah, they're not really excited about these art projects, and they're really artsy kids. So I don't know exactly what the issue is, but I think we'll stick with it. We'll see it through. I just don't know if I'm going to be going on to the next level. Okay, and then lastly, a program that I had high hopes for. Again, we're sticking with it, but has not been amazing. Beautiful Mundo, which is our intro to Spanish program. This one, you know, we're on week 5. We just started this 5 or 6 weeks ago. I've been sticking to it, but it requires a lot of pieces. It sort of reminds me a bit of this, where there are a lot of activities and options for you, lots of singing, poetry, books, narration, phonics, vocabulary, a lot. And so it kind of feels like it's something that we've had to do every day. Like maybe one day we just do the poem and the folk song. but it's something that I feel like if it's going to be a success, I need to schedule it in like 4 days a week. And I guess I was only thinking we were going to do Spanish like 1 or 2 days a week, but with everything in here, I really want to make use of the program. You know what I mean? Like I bought it. It's got all these great options. I don't want to just like leave half of it out so we don't have to do Spanish every day. So it has been sort of a challenge just like fitting it in. Plus the fact that the kids are not that excited about learning another language right now kind of obviously doesn't help. And then it's like my daughter's already struggling to read English. And so like bringing in a phonics workbook for Spanish is sort of like, what am I doing to her? But it's really gentle. I do like the idea of having a second language in our homeschool at an early age. So I think that we're going to keep doing it. I may set it aside for the summer since we just really need to work on reading and bring it back in the fall. We might actually do the whole thing and then do it all again because there is so much here that's just so great. And right now they're absorbing very little. So I think this is the kind of program you really could do twice. I also think this is the kind of program you could do twice because there's so many great options in here. What was I just going to say? There was one more thing. Oh, what I will say is that, so while the Spanish and the geography have a lot of like things that are recommended for like that full lesson, so does this. And we do almost all of them because all of the ideas are awesome. Like some of them are just like notebooking, which we've really found a love for. But I don't know what it is. Like every little bullet point in here of things to do, which books to read, which activities to do, even recipes. Like I'm not really a big like recipe. I'm not a big cook at all. They've all just been great. Even like labeling the map or something. I don't get turned off by that from this program. I just love this program. And yet when I'm asked to like label the map or add these words to our vocabulary and then read these few pages of this book, I don't know. It's not as exciting. So those were our favorites and our not so favorites, and some plans for, you know, what we still have to get through. I mean, actually, technically, we didn't finish anything aside from Monet, our book seeds, and our American Girl history. We've been right on track. Our Right Start Math and Charlotte Mason, we will finish fairly soon. But yeah, everything else, I mean, I was adding things in at random times of the school year anyway. So obviously I didn't think we were going to finish everything. We are going to be taking a break this summer from American Girl history because it's, you know, it has sort of been a lot. And I think that it'll be good for us to just take a little break and then she'll be just super excited to come back to it again. We still have 3 more girls after this. So that'll take us into December. And then what are just some other little last minute things? Copy work sucked. She hates copy work, but we're sticking with it. I think it's important. What else? You know, reading has just definitely been a challenge. But otherwise, this was such a fantastic year. I think we probably did too much when I like think back and look at my planner. I got excited about a lot of things. We probably didn't need to do so much. We have Kiwi Crate subscriptions we haven't gotten through. We have like a couple of art boxes we didn't get through. We have like 3 or 4 little Global Citizen subscriptions we didn't get to. So were all of those kits really necessary? No. But we'll have them, you know, they're a good thing to have. Did I need to do all of like the little unit study setups that I did? Not totally, but I think that it is just a great added sort of ambiance factor to the homeschool. And, you know, I think that it has inspired the kids to some degree. We did 2 entrepreneur fairs where my daughter made necklaces to sell with our charter school. That has been great. We went and saw the Charlotte's Web, even though the kids hated it. They got to go to the theater. We've done field trips. We've gone to the zoo. We started a co-op this year, so they see some homeschool friends every week. It's been a really great first year. Summer plans. Again, I have too much planned. I have 2 units with Harbor and Sprout that we want to do. I have the full Treehouse Schoolhouse summer nature study program, plus our phonics, plus I want to keep up with math. And we're going to bring in the recorder for 12 weeks. But yay, end of first grade, on to summer school, and then second and TK. So thanks for sticking around, you guys. American Girl History full formal review is going to be coming up soon. All right, enjoy these last few weeks of your school year. See ya.